In our bowl here, I have half a cup of warm water. To that, I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast. And then we're going to add a little bit of sugar and just let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes until it gets really foamy and bubbly on top. All right, let's get these donuts started, you guys. So I have my flour in a really big bowl. We're just going to take our wooden spoon and then make a little well in the center, almost like making a pasta. And then we're going to add all our ingredients right into that well. I have my 3 egg yolks. So excited about these donuts. I had they're done already by the time I'm editing this. I had 4 of them and I'm like on a total sugar high right now. I had them with my coffee. Look at all that sugar, you guys. Then 2 tablespoons of butter. Make sure it's at room temperature. That way it combines nice and easily. Then a little bit of salt, and we're going to add in our mixture that we started with, which is our yeast. And that's going to kind of go all over the place and not stay in the well. That is perfectly fine. Don't sweat it. Then we're going to mix it. I'm doing it by hand, which takes about 8 to 10 minutes, and it also burns calories, which is much needed because you guys can eat a lot of these donuts, I guarantee it. But if you have the fancy mixer thing with the dough hook attachment, then definitely, sure, go ahead and use that. I don't have that, so I'm going to do it by hand. And then when your dough is done, it should be a little bit elastic, but not sticky. It's going to bounce back a little bit. You want to make sure it's not sticky or tacky. And then I have my bowl that I lined with oil. Just put some oil on the bottom, rub it all over, pop it right in there. Put some saran wrap on top and let it rest for an hour and a half until it doubles in size. Then we're going to go ahead and roll it out onto our board. And I'm just cutting them out with a biscuit cutter. You can make them a little bigger if you want, but to me that's the perfect size. Just know that either way you're going to have some scraps left over at the end. Don't get rid of them. You can roll them into a ball, fry them up, then dip them in powdered sugar and have some sauce on the side. Do like a caramel sauce, a vanilla citrus, and then a chocolate. Dip your donuts in that with some coffee. Amazing. I'm eating one of the donuts right now. I'm sorry guys, I'm so rude. These are so good. I ate like 4 of them and I'm sweating. I'm having like a diabetic seizure. So I'm gonna put these on my tray. Let them take a nap, put a blanket on them. They're going to take a nap for 15 minutes. People hate when I say that when I make bread, but that's what they're doing. They're relaxing, and they're going to rise a little bit. And once they do that, we'll be ready to fry them up. See? It's so easy. You don't have a thermometer for oil, don't freak out. It's not a big deal. I have a little secret trick for you guys. You want to heat up your oil on high and then just take the back of a wooden spoon, stick it in there, and if it bubbles around the spoon like it's doing, if you could see there, your oil is ready. It's about 360 degrees at that point, so you're ready to pop in your donuts. And I would say don't fry more than 4 at a time, because the more you put in here, even though it looks like they might all fit, it's going to drop your temperature, your oil down, and they're not going to fry perfectly. And the size of these, they fry up like super duper quick. I did a few test ones to see if I like them lighter or if I like them darker. And for me, about like 50 seconds, maybe even a little bit less on each side, was perfect. And see, these got really dark really, really quickly. And when they're done, you want to drain them on a paper towel. That's the only way all the oil is going to get out. Don't put them on a cookie sheet or anything. It has to be a paper towel. And then dip them in some granulated sugar. Make sure you do that while they're still warm. See, those are lighter because those are my test ones. I was trying to do a little experiment and see if I liked them lighter or darker. I didn't notice a big difference taste-wise, but when I kept them in a little bit less, they puffed up a little bit more. So I think the texture was a little better keeping them in less, about 45 seconds or so. And then I'm going to pipe them. I wasn't going to do Nutella because it's just so expected, but I had some and I had to go for it. So I'm doing organic raspberry jam. And then there goes the typical, you can't do it without Nutella. These would be good with like a cannoli cream filling too. Oh my God, I just thought about that with like mini chocolate chips, mascarpone. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. If that doesn't want to make you make these donuts, I don't know. Just these are insane. Make these, grab a cup of coffee, let me know what you think in the comments down below. You can get the recipe right in the link in the description of this video. I know I'm just really bad at writing out my recipes. I suck at that part. Promise I'm getting better at it. I know you guys like the printable versions. I've gotten a lot of feedback on that. So make sure you check it out. Let me know what other videos that you guys want to see. And I hope you have a delicious day. Don't eat too many because you'll be really hyper like I am right now, like shaking.